guys, today I'm going to be talking about Kat's guide on how to survive a read-a-thon. With so many read-a-thons coming up, you have Deweys 24-hour read-a-thon, you have the Project TBR read-a-thon. Whatever reasons you have for doing a read-a-thon, whether it be getting rid of all those books in your TBR pile, you wanting to finally getting into reading, you just wanting to have a good time, those are all awesome things. But sometimes, especially for me, I really didn't know what to expect from a read-a-thon when I started doing read-a-thons, and I was like, holy bucket, this is overwhelming, and I wish that I had tips on how to do a read-a-thon, because I was just always so confused. I'm like, am I doing a read-a-thon right? And later I realized that there is no right or wrong way to do a read-a-thon, but there's definitely, I feel like there's tips involved in doing a read-a-thon. So my first tip is eating good. Yes, I just told you that you need to eat healthy during a read-a-thon, because when you're sitting there for hours, like if you're sitting and you're just determined to read a whole book, you are not going to really pay attention to what you're eating. You're going to probably be eating chips, your favorite candies, favorite snacks, coffee, caffeine, and all that other really your fun foods, your junk foods. After that read-a-thon, you most likely are not going to feel the greatest. You're going to feel full of junk food. And so while those things are good, you know, having fruits and vegetables and granola bars, and especially water, guys, keep yourselves hydrated. You're going to be sitting in a chair or in a comfortable spot for a really long time. Don't die on us. Just don't. Keep yourself eating well and healthy. You're going to definitely feel good, and you're going to have a lot more energy than you would junk food, just because even though the junk food does give you instant energy, it's giving you not the fun energy, because you're going to crash at the end of it, and we don't want you to crash. Tip number 2, do not compare yourselves to other guys. This is something that you guys really truly need to follow. You are a reader at your own pace. Do not compare yourselves to people that can read big books or small books or 6 books during either a 24-hour read-a-thon or in a week. Do not compare yourselves to them, guys, because what it's going to do is then it's going to end up bringing you down, and you're going to feel awful that you couldn't compare to anybody else, that you weren't able to get up there. So do this at your own pace. Do not rush yourself. Read. Have fun. This is what read-a-thons are all about, is having fun, connecting to books, connecting to authors, and connecting to other people. So my biggest tip, honestly, is do not compare yourself to others, because what you do is perfect for you, and what other people do for other people is perfect for them. Tip number 3, be prepared for nightly consequences. Meaning, if it's a 24-hour read-a-thon, be prepared that you are going to be feeling awful the next day, that you are going to feel tired, that you're going to probably be a little grumpy. Just be prepared, guys, because that feeling when you don't have enough sleep, and if you have to work the next day and you've stayed up all night to read through your TBR list, that's gonna be very hard. So just be prepared for that. Also, it's okay to stop reading for 30 minutes to 40 minutes to even an hour to take a nap. Take naps. Take regular naps, maybe a 30-minute nap in between either books or in between, like if you're in the middle of a book, be like, I need to take a nap, stop, just to keep your body rehydrated. Know that your body's probably going to be off for a few days. If you're not a late night reader, if you're not a late night person in general, you might be feeling off for the next few days, and you're going to feel bone dead tired. So my next 2 tips, 4 and 5, are pretty much the same thing. Know what you're going to read, guys, and have a plan. If you have specific books you want to read, then read those books. But also have a plan. If you want to get through as many books as possible, make sure you're putting in small novels into there. Make sure, like novellas, small books that are less than maybe 200 pages. Also get your big books in there as well, just, you know, to even it out a little bit, so you're not just reading through 4 or 5 big books in either a 24-hour marathon or a week marathon. Make sure you have a place to read. Get away from people. If you want to get through this read-a-thon, I would suggest not being near people, having your own cozy place to read where you're going to have, you know, your tea, your coffee, just a cozy place with maybe a blanket, your snacks and everything, a set place, so then you're not constantly moving around and you can dedicate your time to doing a read-a-thon. So my next tip is kind of a fun tip because if you have it pre-planned, like I said, this is going to be a fun tip. Make a survival kit. To make a read-a-thon fun, do things that are fun to make it fun. Do a survival kit. Put in a little area with blankets and your snacks and a reading light and your stack of books that you want to read and all those cute things that will make you motivated to read. So make a survival kit. I honestly wish I made a survival kit because there's just so many people that make them and it's just the cutest darn thing in the whole wide world, guys. And honestly, guys, you can do all of these tips, you can not do all of these tips, you can make up your own tips as you go along because what works for you, what works is what works for you. You don't have to be a person that reads 6 or 7 books. You don't have to be a person that, has their snacks. You don't have to even be a person that reads through that old 24/7. You just need to have fun. And that is my biggest, honest to God tip. Just have fun. This is meant to have fun. This is meant to be connecting with other people. Read-a-thons are meant to just bring out your reading side in you. And honestly, I think read-a-thons definitely help people that aren't really into reading as well. Make it fun for you. Do not sit down and think that this is going to be boring because then it will be boring. And then you're not going to have so much fun and then you're going to be like, oh, I don't ever want to read again or I never want to do a read-a-thon again. That's not how these are supposed to work. Have fun. Remember not to compare yourselves to others. You are you. You go at your own pace. And you're perfect just the way you are and how you read. You do not have to compare yourself to other people. So just have fun, guys, because that is honestly what read-a-thons are about. And I absolutely love read-a-thons, but just because not only does it get rid of my TBR jar quite a bit and it gets rid of all the, it just helps so much. It's just so much fun to read through my books. It's so much fun to reread books. It's honestly, read-a-thons are supposed to be fun, and you make it fun. Alright guys, those are all my tips I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I honestly loved making this video just because of the fact that this is something that's, I don't know, it's just something that I personally have never found, and it also is something that is just needed. I've seen so many comments, I'm like, how do you get through a read-a-thon? I've seen on that many other accounts too, it's like, how do you get through a read-a-thon? What do you do to prepare for a read-a-thon? Personally, I don't really prepare. I just, put my books in my corner of my room, turn on a lamp, and I read. And I have obviously bottles of water, crackers, I have fruit with me, and I have a big cozy blanket, and I just sit there and I read and I take breaks. Because I just can't read through a full, I could read through a full 500-page book, but that would just end up boring me, so I take breaks and I watch YouTube videos. Yeah, that's productive. That's what I do on my read-a-thons. There are a lot of people out there that are wondering how to survive a read-a-thon, and there you go, guys. This is how you survive a read-a-thon. You just have fun. Through this whole thing, I just told you to have fun. And I will leave some of the dates down below of the read-a-thons that are going to be coming up. And also remember, guys, that I do have my giveaway that is going on. It is $15 to the book depository, where you will find that link down below as well. And it is worldwide, as I found out shipping's worldwide. I'm like, what? This is awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you at my next video. Bye-bye!
But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that.
Okay guys, now it's time for the thumbnail. There you see them looking across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her, and you don't know why to try. You wanna kissed a girl, whoa, whoa.